What's up, boys and girls? Welcome to day 309 of backtesting. Today is a good day. It's a Friday for some reason. Well, I just didn't want to trade today. Wanted to have a day off. Had a good day with some of my friends, and hence this energy that you're seeing with me. So, without delay, let's just get to the backtesting part. We're gonna be doing the inversion model 2018, as we've been doing lately. Obviously, I hope we finish it soon. So, without delay, let's just get the ball rolling. Okay, why is my mouse not working as expected? Give me a second. Alright, then we go here. Setting up some stuff live. Alright, here we go. Okay, so inversion model 2018. Studying this way too hard. So obviously we start on the daily, and I hope we're on the daily. Yeah, we are on the daily time frame. I go on the next new game session day. The reason I go here is not for analysis, but to check where price is currently, because it might help me derive the bias. Okay, so there we are. How's the 4 hour? 4 hours in this beautiful gap right here. How's the 1 hour? 1 hour has also tapped well into this gap here. So it's clear that bias could potentially be bearish. Where to? Like to this low right here and to this low right here. This all is sell side. I'd like to see price simply, just simply start distributing through these draws on liquidity. After having this beautiful SMT at these highs, I think price could potentially continue lower. And checking the daily, you can see that we had already inversed here, so it will be good for price to continue lower either way. So that is what I think could happen today. Now let's just wait, and right at open we start dropping, get another liquidity run, relatively go highs here, another small kind of SMT gets put in. Let's see if you can get an inversion to enter from. The inversion, I mean the SMT gets invalidated. You can see we push heavily higher and close bullish. Okay, I was rooting for longs, but since price doesn't want to do that, then I mean I was looking for shorts, but price ended up rejecting inside of this gap here, inversing some sort of like 1 minute right here, then displacing higher since then. Okay, so if price continues this kinds of movement, then we'll probably do longs. For example, we got a 15 gap retracement, and we just got this inversion right here, and ES hasn't run the highs yet, so I like to think maybe prices to continue higher, probably for like 1 point something R or 1 R fully. And the draw here will be this high. It's a little bit too far, 2.5 R. So let's try out this trade here, even though it's a little bit higher to be buying, to be honest. 4 hour, that's 4 hour. 4 hour still looks somewhat bullish after this kind of move. I wouldn't, the rejections are not that strong. I don't see any rejections for price going lower, so I would like to stick with my bias of longs and see if price does respect that. Oh, that is looking good, and now it's gonna be break even. But why and how does price move like this? Thing is, it's gonna tag me out at break even, knowing that I haven't scaled anything out, and then later like just head straight to take profit. You can see like it's gonna head higher now probably. But if it doesn't, well and good, we can find more trades after that. We can, I'm pretty sure we can. And then we get an SMT right here. Let's see if we get a beautiful rejection off there. If we don't, then price is obviously bearish. Let's see how this hourly closes. Okay, this is some good rejection right here. Good hourly close. just inversed. A couple of gaps, 2 minute and 1 minute, both inversed. So with this happening, then you can try out longs again, see if price displaces all the way to these highs. No way. Okay, it's not displacing quite good, then it gets stopped out. By the way, this was a good 5 minute inversion as well, so sometimes price just really wants to play with us. Like, why would it move like this? Then just stop us out. So let's go to the next trading day. I've been on a crazy losing streak. I'd like to know why. Why is it giving us this hard time? So how's the new day? New day apparently isn't bearish as I expected, but we'll see what we can get. I guess based on the 1 hour to take any trades. So it looks like we run these lows here. Now price is displacing higher, so it will be a good idea if price holds like and continues all the way to these highs. We don't have any low resistance here, which is kind of bad, but we had a very beautiful liquidity run here. I'd like to see price just displace over that, but the higher time frame context is a little bit bearish, so I'd like to see price where price wants to displace to, then take the appropriate trades. For example, try shorts to these shadows, because it's also possible. So let's just wait and see. Let's wait for open. There goes open. Very beautiful open. Get a very beautiful liquidity run higher, and there is an SMT. Let's see, are we gonna inverse? Bro, if you should inverse, this is the time. Nah, bro, there was no gaps here to inverse. That's not fair. Well, except if we consider this 3 minute. This 3 minute here was good. 3 minutes, okay. Yeah. Let's see, 3 minute, okay. And that will mean that we have a very huge stop. Okay, so we can target these London lows. These London lows will be good. 3 minute shorts. No. So how? Don't tell me ES ran the target. Yeah, since ES ran the target and it failed to break even. But wait, when did ES run the target? At this candle right here. So we should also close as well at that candle. No way. So it was just a minor retracement for price to just continue mugging lower. Wow. I think it's gonna go all the way to these Asia lows. Okay, it was a crazy reversal. Price apparently didn't want to go all the way lower. It's a good gap here. Okay, we have a couple highs here. Checking the 15, we rejected heavily right here for some reason. But why would price move like this? Although, like just in one candle. Well, this will be a good long actually, considering that the 15 minute, 1 hour, 2 hour here, like we have some gaps. and the 5 minute burst right away, you'd be like, okay, this is a good long, even though we're longing against this. By the way, where's the marker? Yeah, even though we are longing against this, these draws resting right here, but I'd like to see price, probably like start like this, something like this. So let's try out longs, this kind of position like this, and have my stop somewhere here. You can see the stalling out, and then prices take profit right away. Very beautiful. Oof, that's a heavy 50-minute drop. Still think price is going higher. Okay, run on liquidity. Let's see where price starts to displace higher now. Yeah, inversion. And tap into another gap lower. Don't close inside of the 5 minutes, so this is why I should wait for a higher time frame confirmation. Either ways, we got what we could for the day. That was enough. Let's go to the next trading day. New York AM session the next day. Okay, so price is already displacing lower here. We are dropping, so I think price is gonna go lower today. Main draw this low here. Ooh, main draw this low. A relatively go highs there. I'd like to see like they open sweep them. Yeah, don't tell me we're gonna miss them. Okay, we run them very beautifully, and I believe it's in some sort of gap. Is it? Come on, you should be in a gap. Should be in some sort of gap right now. I mean, why not? Okay, well, there's this one right here. Don't think this will be the best, considering that we're not delivering from like any strong POI. We have just like a small 5 minute here, very tiny one. Oh, I probably have one right here, 5 minute, and it's also a 15 minute. So with this version right here, I still think shorts could work out. Now checking the 1 hour. I mean, honestly, I would like to see it flush through. Let's see what possible target. Well, we have this low here. This low here is very beautiful, but I'd like to hold it for all the way to this low, even though this will be like a dream, but I'll take this low here. No way it's gonna reverse. Shoot. Okay, then price that's displacing lower. I hate myself now for this. There's a 15 minute unfilled, and I don't really want to short against it. I'd rather wait for the 15 minute and see the decision that it wants to show. As of now, I'm going to try shorts again and see if we go lower right here. Okay, good displacement. Then we start rejecting. Why? Okay, now we wait. Looks like price doesn't want to hit this LR. Yeah, it gets stopped out. 2 for 2 on the day. Okay, so let's continue. Let's see, will price end up dropping to these lows though? So on our gap retracement, so I'd like to see price still deliver lower. Come on, come on. Yeah, next trading day, new AM. I'll be removing this. Yeah, this was a very heavy rejection yesterday for some reason. Why? Ooh, SMT, heavy as SMT. So price is obviously now gonna deliver higher, I think. These draws all looking good. We have more draws here as well. Okay, I have this right here. These draws here are good. Now maybe we could retrace into this gap. It will be like really good. That's what I would like to wait for. Then like see if we can try out some longs. Okay, right at open, just place lower, and then we have a heavy rejection higher. Then we retrace into this fair value gap. You can see that we didn't have any inversions when price retraced into this fair value gap, and now the fact that it's rejecting is gonna make me take longs. Where to? All the way to this high or these highs. That will be it. Longs. Okay, bro, something's wrong. How did we go from 6 mil to 3 mil? Alright, there's a gap here. We saw the 4-hour close. 4-hour close like extremely bearish. You can see it also embraced this gap. So there's a chance that we might go lower, probably. I think these are some kind of low probability conditions, to be honest. So the best chance we could have at this is if we try out shorts like all the way to these lows. But let's see how only price will dictate what we are to do in this kind of situation. You can see as of now it's like dropping heavily, and it's gonna run this draw obviously. Oh, come on, run the draw already. Yeah, right there. Don't think there's anything else for me here to trade. Yeah, let's go to the next trading day. Looks like October wouldn't have been the best month. AM the next day. So it currently started dropping heavily lower. So obviously price is bearish. So maybe there is this low here, and checking the dating, which we're at. Yesterday displaced around 400 points, 382 points to be specific. So obviously this is a clear indication that this day might chop up, because we are on a day after a large range day. So I would like to have like small targets today, even though this will be my overall draw if price holds up like this, because you can see we tapped into a 4-hour gap, 1-hour gap. So I'd like to see price simply displace through this, then tap this sell side. And aside from that, I'd like to see shorts honestly on this day. So let's wait for the open and see what we can get from this market. So we have a 15-minute gap retracement. That's not a good 3-minute close. I'm still looking for shorts here. but then not that good. So what setup can we try out right now? I mean, overall bias could be bearish. This time section of the day bullish, so I mean we can try longs right here at this inversion. Look right here. I think it's actually no, it's not the first presented fair value gap. First presented fair value gap is no. First presented session, no. First presented fair value gap is here. So maybe I would expect obviously price to inverse it as well. So let's try out longs, see if we can run these highs and these highs here. I'm just going to go with what price is showing me as of now, because well, we had some good displacement, and after that, what happened? Okay, we had a retracement to discount. So with this retracement to discount, obviously I'd like to see price get higher, and with getting higher, these draws here will be good. So let's try out long. That's why here I kind of invalidated the idea of here, even though the high time frame is bearish. I just want to see if we can have this push higher. So yeah, it's all about testing out ideas back to back. Really, the entry should be at this inversion right here. Let's see, something like this, and then probably break even like here. Can actually take it all the way to these highs. Yeah. Don't tell me we're gonna miss that high. Okay, bang, take profit for 3R locked in right there, and it also continues for more draws. You see, this was a very beautiful long in my opinion, because it was a continuation. As I say, it was good. It would have been a good idea to take shorts like off of this because of the high time frame, but checking on the daily context, the fact that price wasn't trying to drop at all, and the fact that we just got an inversion after rejecting these gaps here made me take a long. So I was wrong on the bias, but I managed to react accordingly to what price was showing me and secured a 3R. So I think that's quite good. Okay, let's see continuation moves. I'm gonna get printed or not. We're about to get a 15-minute gap retracement, probably a 15-minute gap continuation. Okay, I think this is gonna be a good closure. We can try a scalp long here, probably like this. Got a 15-minute gap retracement, 5-minute just inversed. Inversed quite higher. I would have loved it to probably continue. I think that's why I'm gonna take it like for a 1-to-1 kind of thing in this situation. Let's see. All right, break even. This guy right here. You can see this was a logically to close at break even, and let's see if this inversion here holds. Yep, it does hold, but this wasn't a good trade for me to wait inside of. But what I'm grateful for is I got my piece of the pie, and you know, did what I had to do with it. Okay, let's get going. So obviously we'll start on the next trading day. Another setup, well, not the best setup because price started stalling out, like going for heavy retracements, which I don't really like to work with, considering that I have a low RR. Now going on the next New York AM session. Wills 1K Gaming, you don't take some off at break even. Well, not really, considering that I have a small RR. Take it in this kind of situation. Let's say maybe I have a trade like this. I was trying out long, so if I was targeting like a 1-to-2, and then like I trail at break even, maybe once price is, let me be drawing something. Let's say price was like moving like this. I don't want to use this actually. Let's do like this, yes. So let's see if, let's say if price was going like this, then maybe we get the liquidity run, then yes, I do the entry maybe like somewhere here. Ah, come on, why am I always pressing that? Let's say maybe I try this long here. Let's say maybe I'm targeting like 1 to 2 external draw on liquidity, from internal to external draw on liquidity. That's pretty obvious. Then after that, like maybe my break-even level is like, let's see, no, let's say my break-even level is like at this high, like this. If I close at this high, sometimes I even enter like when price is at this high. So imagine closing some off at 1 to 1. My ROI will be a little bit lower. I'd rather close it at break even. Closing some at break, I'm closing some partials while I trail at break even will be good, but then it would hurt the ROI, to be honest. I'd rather wait for the trade to fully play out, get the full 2R, or maybe close the break even, because getting stopped out after trailing, it sounds good, but then why not wait until I can make the full amount if we are truly heading to that draw on liquidity? So I don't really close anything, except I think maybe I might start doing that like when I have like those kinds of big accounts. But considering that I have like a 50k funded, bro, having a 50k funded futures account is good, but then there are many rules. You don't want to imagine trailing on a $500 trade, taking 5 days to win and stuff like that. So just see what goes good with the ROI. So let's go to the daily and see how this daily looks like. We had a very beautiful run on this low. 4 hour, still bearish. 1 hour, we had a retracement into this gap. So I'd like to see price continue displacing lower, like all the way to this low. Will be good. Yeah, I seem to break even a lot. Well, the thing about break even is, one, in my own opinion, like if price is trending, if price is moving in a clear direction, it rarely hits break even. Let me give you an example. If price is clearly bearish, it hits break even very few times because it's clearly trending. But if it's consolidating, obviously then it will stop you out of break even. And that's one of the major reasons why when I'm trying to trade like some forex assets, let's say euro futures or pound futures or gold, I managed to not trail on to break even very fast, because markets don't trend very fast. Well, maybe except on gold, but for example euro USD or GBP USD, price like does not trend that much. It goes higher but in some kind of choppy moves, let's say. So break evens work with volatile assets in my own experience so far. Right, so let's see if you can have a displacement lower. I think this was a full retracement to discount, to premium. Yeah, to premium. Yeah, we had that retracement. It's gonna see what's gonna happen, but I don't want to trade pre-market. Let's see what happens post market open. With this, if we get a beautiful inversion here, it will be good, but looks like price doesn't want to move. Now get a crazy inversion. Damn, okay, very beautiful inversion just formed. It looks like price is gonna head to, well, first thing first, this gap here is gonna get tapped into by the logs. This is a good draw. Maybe if you can get another retracement, then I'll try longs. So you trade NQ as well. That's fire. Actually, gold is good when it's trending. Again, when it's moving like in a clear direction, it likes to chop up. Like for example, this week, I thought that maybe it would go higher, as many people thought it would because of the war and stuff like that, and all those ongoing rumors. but then what it did, diabolical. So gold is not to be played with. Gold is not to be played with at any cost. Okay, this is a heavy drop. Checking the 1 hour though, and the 4 hour. I'd like to see how they closed. So 4 hour closed bullish, 1 hour closed bullish. So there are two potential things. We could still draw to these highs. I'd like to see this gap here get rejected, but if it doesn't, then price doesn't really, I'm not really seeing any direction, because if this gap here holds, then we're going higher. But then we have a liquidity run. This high is here, Asia high, London high. So there's a possibility that price could also displace lower. So let's just sit back and tape read. I think we might have a good bullish closure on this one. And we have an SMT at the low. Bro, this is gonna chop. You can see it's not hitting any draws. Like it goes lower, goes higher, goes lower. It's not hitting any draws at all. Like these were my draws, this high here and this fill gap here. But yeah, looks like none is getting hit. Consolidation areas, I think, was because we've been having large range days recently. So let's go to the next trading day. What are we gonna do here? So one thing I can see from this price action, well, we've been on the daily, well, we're not having like clear targets, but going on lower on the 4 hour, considering that we were dropping, we might start rejecting. We're in some daily, weekly gaps, so probably we could have some moves higher. Checking the 4 hour as where we were, you can see that price has started displacing higher. We have a good inversion right here, so I would like to see price continue higher, like all the way to this high here. So displacement to this high would be my draw, unless price proves me otherwise, which is still possible. So let's see. We have this right here. I'd like to see retracement into this gap, then continuation higher. Let's wait and see. It could just like start going higher. It's also possible. Like we could just start going higher. It's also possible. Then get some continuation moves. But as of now, I think we already could potentially get a move. We have this right here, and bang, there's the inversion. Could probably start shooting higher. We have crazy inversions. So let's try out longs here. These highs here, these highs here. That's 2.5 hour. Then we get stopped out. Damn. Okay. I'd like to wait and see how the next 4 hour candle opens, and probably trade this PO3. The small liquidity run right here. One hour. There's a gap here. Maybe you should probably continue higher. Well, sometimes price is not in your favor. Sometimes price is not your friend. Uh, this has happened to me a couple of times where I just enter one, two, third minute, get stopped out right away. Very crazy. Okay, 5 minute gap retracement. Probably think should go higher now. SMTs again. These SMTs at the highs are not good at all. I still think price is bullish though. Get a retracement right here. We have a gap retracement, 15, 5 minute gap. I think this here could hold because we're still bullish, right? Let's see if this is a discount area though, like this here. Discount. Yeah, stop loss after stop loss. Hey, when it's going like this, don't really think it would uphold against this SMT though. Still makes sense. Crazy. Let's go to the next trading day here. It's dropping. Price is still dropping. Yeah, this low here. Price is still looking bearish. My trials from shorts. When was this formed? No, okay, it was refreshing. Okay, right, I'll open, drop, retrace higher. Okay, we're heavily displacing higher. I think this is a bullish indication in my opinion. Good bullish indication, even though there is no, I don't see anything here. Ooh, there's actually a gap here, 15-minute here that's holding price. So there's a probability of price continuing higher, like running all the way through these highs. So checking the 5-minute, let's see how price will behave. If we get like a next good retracement, then we might try out longs actually. 15-minute, yeah, 15-minute is very clear, to be honest. Like 15-minute doesn't have like too much noise on it. But then the reason I don't trade the 15-minute not that much is because it requires me to be on chart for a little bit longer, and well, I have 9 to 5, it doesn't. So that's why I prefer like going on the chart and scalping 2 hours, one and done. Okay, it looks like the 3-minute inverse right here. So this is where I could try out longs on this 3-minute inverse. So where would longs be? Sorry, I'd like to see it this high here get run 1 for 1, or maybe these rows. But then with these market conditions that I've been seeing lately, I mean, one and done will be good. see. Oh, lesson learned. Break even at these highs. Anyways, yeah, that was all for today's backtesting session. Hope I learned so much from this, and literally looks good. Let's see how the 15 minutes is looking like. Yeah, crazy close. Yeah, shout out to Willy Wonka Gaming for showing up to the stream. Have a great weekend, all of you. To anyone who watched the stream, stay blessed. Peace.